Hey everyone, I'm Kim, the mom boss behind EmeryandK. Welcome to Back to Basics Bootcamp Tumbler Edition, where myself and two other amazing artists will be sharing weekly videos with all the best tips, tricks, and tumbler making secrets. Let's get to it. All right, let's go week 4, episode 11 of our bootcamp. So this week's theme is hacked tumblers. And today I'm going to be showing you how to paint a perfect rainbow using only 3 spray paints. And of course, we're going to add some sparkle. So we're going to grab Seaside from Rust-Oleum, and then I'm going to grab the Krylon Fluorescent in pink and also in yellow. The Krylon are my favorite fluorescent spray paints to use. I never have issues with the nozzles clogging like some of the other brands. Today I'm going to be using the 16-ounce travel mug from Steel Magnolia, and I did go ahead and prep it as normal, so I sanded it and gave it a coat of white spray paint. You definitely need to have white underneath your fluorescent spray paint, so don't skip that step. Now to add each of the colors, we're literally going to do stripes. So I'm going to start with the Seaside, and I'm going to do about a third-ish of my tumbler. I don't get like too crazy specific here. I'm just kind of eyeballing it basically. I'm not going to overthink this too much because that takes the fun out of it. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab that fluorescent pink, and again you're going to do a third. You're going to kind of overlap into that Seaside. So here I'm just making sure I get the handle good, because if you do handle tumblers a lot, you're probably like me and you sometimes forget to do the handle. So make sure you get the handle well. But now you can see as I start to kind of encroach on that Seaside, it turns into this gorgeous purple. And that is because these fluorescents are, I guess you would call them like semi-transparent, so they change based on the base color, which is super cool. And now we're going to grab our yellow. We're going to paint that remaining kind of 1/3-ish space, and again we're going to take the yellow and we're going to softly kind of encroach into the Seaside and into that fluorescent pink. So when I do this, I like to do just short, quick little bursts. I like to hold my arm about 8 to 10 inches away and really take your time. So because we're hacking this tumbler, you're going to see your paint. You don't want to have runs in it. You don't want to go over one space too much. If you do, like you can see here, I think that I covered a little too much of that Seaside. So I'm just grabbing my other paint. I'm going to go over that Seaside again. So I'm just kind of going back through and perfecting the look of everything. And like I said, I don't measure it, try to get 100% perfect. This is supposed to be organic and fun, so don't overthink it. Just go for it. It's going to be beautiful no matter what. Once I'm happy with my spray paint, I will set that aside and I will let it dry completely, usually about a half an hour. So today's episode, we're going to be talking about hacking with mica powder and ultra fine glitter mixed into your epoxy. If you want to know more about hacking with opal glitters, both fine and medium, check out LLB's channel for her episode on Monday, and Palebird Designs will have her episode on Friday. My favorite ultra fine glitter to hack with is Twinkle from the Glitter Guy. This stuff is so beautiful. It would be perfect on our rainbow tumbler. It's really gorgeous on dark tumblers or anything that you want to have a holographic sparkle with. Also, that bag will last you forever. I've had it for about 3 years. A little tiny sprinkle is all you need. Now let's talk about my current favorite way to hack tumblers, and that is mixing some mica powder into my epoxy. So the Glitter Guy has so many mica powders, so I'm showing you guys here some white ones. So they have ones like Cherry Ice and Golden Ice, which Cherry Ice gives a red sparkle, Golden Ice is a gold. My 2 favorite ones to hack right now with are the Ultra White mica, which is a beautiful like silver sparkle. It's a little bit larger cut, you can see here, than the Flash White, which the Flash White is an ultra fine, just pure white pearl gorgeous sparkle. On this rainbow cup, I'm going to be using the Ultra White Mica. So that's the one that's a little bit of, it's almost like an irregular cut mica. It's really, really gorgeous. And I've mixed up my epoxy. So I have about, I don't know, 15 mLs of epoxy here. And you can see I'm adding just a little zhuzh of my mica powder there into my epoxy. So because this tumbler has no glitter or anything on it, it's just spray paint, I added a little bit more mica than I typically would if I were going to use mica powder just to enhance a glittered tumbler, or if I want to have a little bit of a sparkle over my like a vinyl decal or printed vinyl or anything like that. So I'm going to mix it in really well, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my tumbler as normal. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see how insane this sparkle is. Now I do epoxy in my basement where it is dark, so I don't really have the best lighting, but I will make sure you see this tumbler out in the sun. I promise you the sparkle is crazy. Once my epoxy has fully cured, I'm going to go ahead and move on to applying my decal. So this one I actually hand drew. It says Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It is available as a free download. I will have that link in the description box for you if you would like to download it and use it, because I think it's adorable. So I did add a 0.05 offset to this. If you want to see how to create an offset in Cricut, I have a video from week 2 that shows you how to do that. And so I'm not going to make you watch the whole decal process because it's pretty straightforward. You guys have seen me do this before. So I just like to measure it. I'm going to put the white part on first, and then I like to layer my text one word at a time. So this top text is actually a matte holographic rainbow vinyl from Tech Wrap. This stuff is absolutely gorgeous. It weeds like butter. I will link that down below as well, because if you use holographic vinyl, you need that. Once I had my text on, I decided I wanted to add a few little extra embellishments. So I found this really sweet little like line rainbow and these cute little clouds in Cricut Design Space. I cut those in that same holographic vinyl and just kind of scattered those randomly around my tumbler. Now once my decals are on, I'm ready to put the final 2 coats of epoxy on, and this tumbler is ready to go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this little tutorial helpful, maybe a little bit inspirational. If you did, I would love a thumbs up on my video. Make sure to subscribe so you can keep up with all the bootcamp videos coming at you. Until next time, happy crafting.